Alright, time to go kill some guys. Also, I forgot to check if we could find Minfilia and Thancred. Doesn't look like it. If we can, well, oops. Oh, hello! Ba-ba-dum, bum-ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, we had a slight let's call it a lag, shall we? 3, 2, 1. That's actually interesting. You can use that outside of combat. Ah, you died too quickly. Thancred and Minfilia will return ere long with the remaining supplies we require. Didst thou succeed in procuring stone from the debitage? 3 debitage fragments, a chunk of rock taken from a debitage. Fine specimens, one and all. You have my thanks. We need now but wait for Thancred and Minfilia's return. From end to end, the paths by which ether may flow through the Talos have been duly mended. They but require sufficient enduement. It's, not moving. Strange. The core refuseth to stir. I fear the condition of this Talos is more dire than I previously surmised. As a heart driveth blood through a man's veins, so doth the core ether throughout this massive frame. Failing its repair or replacement, the Talos cannot be restored. So it was the heart after all. Thou didst foresee this coming? Clearly says outcome. Well, no, not exactly. We'd never gotten this far in trying to repair it, so we had no way of knowing the heart was the real problem. We tried to find another, in case things turned out as they are now, but... Jerk? This isn't really my story to share. Please, Jerk, if something went wrong, maybe we can help. Alright. After all you lot have done for me, I suppose it's the least I can do. Though the Talos yet want for a beating heart, it would appear thine efforts were not for naught. Beep boop. What could be so terrible he wants us to keep it from us. I hope Jack doesn't get in trouble for telling us what happened. I'm gonna guess that... Alright, let's think this through. So, Drunky comes back with his wife, who is currently very auspiciously missing. I think they went for the heart or a replacement or something like that, and there was maybe like a cave-in or something. I don't think that it's going to be that she was also gotten by a Sin Eater. I think it will be something more related to the mining. Jerk may come to regret his next decision. The truth hurts. Right then, the Talos. Their hearts cannot be made of just any stone. You need a special sort with sufficient etheric conductivity. Both it and the other materials used in the construction of Talos bodies are mined in the same place. The place, of course, being here, the Hills of Amber. And it was 3 years ago when she... No, it can't. I'm sorry. I can't. But you have to hear it from Thef or someone else. Back to the tavern then. Alright, I was like, where's the item? It's what you get for completing this quest. I thought I'd just gotten it. Because I should give it to Summoner, really. Silly, right? You can ask again, but the answer's the same. Our trolleys are... What? God damn it, jerk. You could have at least finished so I wouldn't have to clean up your mess. Seeing how you made such quick progress in fixing the Talos and all, he was probably thinking you could help change things around here. And I think he might be right. Get here, friends, and I'll tell you what you want to know. Alright.
Magnus's wife was a miner, you know. Greatest prospector there ever was.
That's not that far off what I did. Ish.
When the golem heart started failing, she was the first to head out in search of more.
I skipped a bit there, didn't I?
Problem was, most of the veins ran dry ages ago, and finding fresh ones to tap's only gotten harder. But she wasn't one to be deterred. She just kept digging deeper and deeper. And then the mine collapsed.
Thought so.
We labored day and night to clear away the rubble, but it took us 2 months to find her. To find her body. Magnus has never been the same since.
Where is he, if you don't mind my asking?
Ah, yes, well, if he's not here, there's only one other place he'd be.
In the mines? Ah.
What? Oh, you again. How many times must I tell you? The trolley won't run! We'd be better off dismantling the damn thing and selling the parts for scrap. Now piss off back to wherever you came from. And don't let me catch you around here again.
What were their names?
My son was named Skuli. My wife, Agna. Being here with them, it beats going home. Home stopped being home when I lost them. I thought to try and drown my sorrows, but somehow the bottle's never deep enough.
No bottle is. Believe me, I know.
You've lost someone too?
Not like you. Not my own flesh and blood. I grew up an orphan, so I never really knew what family meant. Not until I met a man who offered to take me in and make me his pupil. He was a kindly soul, always looking out for me, like a father. Not that I appreciated that at the time, or anything else for that matter. But I finally had a family. And then I robbed a young girl of hers. I did my best to make amends, to offer her comfort. But the more I look back on it, the more I realize just how inadequate my efforts were. I let her down. That is why I refuse to let her legacy die. In the end, all we can do is press on, for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. And that requires your Talos. Please, Magnus. You are our only hope of reaching Nabarth Areng.
What rubbish.
She's not gone. No matter what you say or believe, she's not. We can still bring her back.
See, I think that the biggest problem here for Thancred is that he doesn't really want to bring her back, because that's not what she wants. She wants the new Minfilia to have her own life. And so that's what his, like, whole problem is. And let's see. When the Golem heart started failing, she was the first to head out in search of more. Problem was, most of the veins ran dry. I think that was the line that I accidentally skipped. Why must he always treat me like this? Full well do I know the pain of loss, and how heavily it can weigh on one's heart. Nevertheless, there is but one way forward. We must needs procure a new heart for the Talos. Theft, Knowest thou any locations wherein we might find the stone we require? No matter how scant the possibility, we would seize it. I told you near all the veins were tapped dry years ago. Though, I suppose, if you really want to try, you might find something at Nuvi's leavings. It was opened well before Talos became commonplace, which is why the mine in there was never quite as deep. When you get there, look for Guthjon and tell him I sent you, but don't be surprised if he tells you the same thing. Thine assistance is most appreciated. Alexander, I think it best Thancred join thee in this search. Though he would be quick to deny it, his heart is in turmoil, and his thoughts clouded. 'Twould be unwise to ignore his distress. Guthjon has worked in these mines longer than anyone I know. You do well to heed his advice in there. I prithee attend Thancred and keep him occupied with the task at hand. He's not there. Thancred, where the hell are you? He's right there. God, I'm so blind. Off to somewhere, are you? At last, a lead on the stone we need to power the Talos. I can't very well have you go on your own. Lead the way. Look at that! Something that's actually better. By how much? Like, more slightly, but fuck it. I want to use a new weapon. I don't have any materia. Also, I don't have a materia thingy on this. What's the weapon look like? Very, very dull. Okay. A convenient distraction. Thancred is tired of waiting around. I'd say we're long overdue for a good turn. I can only hope the gods feel the same way. Now, Nuvi's leavings was to the south, was it? Well, let's get going. Ah, damn it. I forgot to switch to dark at the end again. Ah, whatever. Bum 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 ba dum ba dum bum. Ah, not the dancing sword brains. I hide behind Thancred. The way you described it, I was expecting the place to be abandoned. Perhaps our fortunes are finally improving. Though we should probably hear what Guthjon has to say before we celebrate. Assuming we can find him, that is. Is this our man? Well, it says Guthjon above his head, so maybe. Or it could be his brother Guthjon. Huh? Who are you? Oh, god damn it. Oh, what are you doing in here? I think it says. Well, you should have listened to Thef. You're wasting your time. But this site is not as developed as the others, is it not? Surely there must be something new. Or something left. I should explain. The stone you're looking for is leonine. All the Talos in the Hills of Amber are powered using them. Or were at least. Anyway, whatever's left, if anything, is far too below to safely excavate. In the deepest reaches of the mine, we use Talos to keep the pathways from collapsing. They're still there, but they could give out at any time, which is why much of the mine is closed off. There are only options to search the higher levels for any fragments of leonine that may have been overlooked. I suppose there may be one other way. Well, don't leave us in suspense. What you're asking for is a trade secret. I'll need to be duly compensated in exchange. Fine. What do you need? The other day I found a verbot gold piece down in the mines. A bloody verbot gold piece. And wouldn't you know it, I dropped the damn thing somewhere while I was working. Find it and I'll tell you what you want to know. You drive a hard bargain, sir, but we'll take it. It seems we have our work cut out for us, Alex. Thankfully, I have an idea how we might hurry things along. I wasn't working that deep in the mines, so don't go searching too far. I'm sure you've noticed, despite our best efforts to illuminate the corridors, it's rather dark in here, meaning it will be that much harder to find a single coin hiding in the shadows. That's why I propose we use these, sun drops. They help the eye take in more light. Why don't you start your search further in, and I handle this area here. I'll retrace your steps after in case you happen to miss it. If you feel the drop's effects wear off, I can give you more, so don't worry. Dark Sight. Megalobat! I mean, it's not going to be this, but... Search the shadows but find nothing. Perhaps the gold piece lies elsewhere. I mean, yeah, it was not going to be in the very first sparkle you encounter. Damn it. Didn't work. Ow. Bloody gnomes. Yep. Not yet. Oh. I didn't even realise that the tunnel went that way. I mean, yeah, it's quite obviously going to be as far away as you can go. Past all of the megalobats. I always do wonder, like, what is wrong with that corner? Like, how far have they modelled the cave? As you search the shadows, a glint catches your eye. You turn over a rock and find a verbot gold piece. Which handily we should recognise, so that might have made it easier to find. I was hoping you dropped the gold piece somewhere close at the entrance. More fool me for thinking Lady Luck was on our side. Vobert gold piece, a currency minted by the Kingdom of Vobert.